Once upon a time, in a valley where white magnolia flowers bloomed like fallen stars, lived a girl named May. Her father didn't teach her how to hold a sword. Instead, he handed her a long, white silk ribbon.
May, remember, true strength is like this silk. Martial arts is not for hurting, but for protecting what you love.
The emperor's soldiers arrived with a decree. From every family, a representative must answer the call to serve the Great Watch. May's heart sank as she watched her father, old and frail, reach for his rusted sword. His hands trembled, and the blade felt heavier than a mountain. That night, May made a choice that would change her fate. She traded her colorful dresses for heavy armor. She cut her long hair, but she didn't leave the silk ribbon behind. She wrapped it tightly around her wrist like a silent vow.
I will bring peace back to this home.
The journey to the northern camp was a path of ice and stone. The wind bit through her armor, and her feet bled from the long marches. As a woman disguised as a soldier named Jin, the larger soldiers laughed when they saw her small frame. Finally, she reached the iron world of the army. She was a bird in a cage of hawks. The air smelled of sweat and steel.
Destroy them all!
Hey, little one. Did you get lost on your way to the market?
She didn't seek trouble, but trouble always finds the smallest in the pack. Instinctively, she used the flowing cloud step. The training ground went silent for a moment. Her movements were a dance of avoidance, leaving her opponents stumbling. The first day was over, but the true storm had not yet begun. The general was a man who believed only in strength.
A soldier stands in the shadow for his country. His service is the toll for a quiet night.
May pushed her body past its limits, hiding her trembling behind a mask of discipline. Every step was a prayer for her father's health. The instructors ordered a demonstration of prowess. She moved with the flowing cloud technique, making her opponent look clumsy.
Stand your ground and stop dancing!
Victory is not found in action, but in the stillness.
The general watched from the balcony. His interest piqued. In the shadows of the camp, she became a healer, a silent friend.
You have soft hands for a soldier, but a strong heart, Jin.
The silk was a piece of home in a world of iron. The order came. The enemy was approaching the Great Wall. She didn't just watch the road, she watched the mountain's secrets. Nature was the first enemy they had to face. Her ears, trained in the quiet valley, heard the warning before anyone else.
To the side! Get to the rocks now! Get to the rocks! Now!
The ribbon of peace became a lifeline of survival. In the freezing darkness, she was the only light they had.
Why do you care so much for them, Jin? In here, we are all replaceable.
No one can replace family, General. We endure this for the journey home, not to stay here.
For the first time, the general saw the person behind the soldier. They reached the Echo Canyon, the gateway to the final trial. The plan was simple, a direct advance. But May sensed a hidden design.
General, they expect our force. Let us give them our silence.
Explain your strategy.
Her path relied on shadows and sound, a victory with no cost.
They will turn back without us ever raising a hand. Let them face the weight of the peaks instead.
Position the horns on the left. Drums to the right. Hurry! We must be ready when the signal comes.
May knew that the greatest mastery wasn't forged in fire, but of the very air they breathed. She was turning the mountains into a giant orchestra of fear. Below, the Iron King's vast shadow advanced, relying on the power of the many and the strength of cold steel. But even the bravest hearts tremble at the unknown. Now! Boom! The sound hit the canyon walls and began to multiply. The echo transformed a dozen drums into 1,000 thunderclaps. The enemy soldiers looked up, seeing only shadows and hearing only doom.
Firm! It's just a trick!
But shadows are harder to face than any storm. They vanished, leaving the silence completely unbroken. For the first time, the camp didn't celebrate a trial, but a clever escape.
You have the mind of a scholar and the spirit of the wind, Jin.
But May knew the final confrontation was still waiting at the Great Stone Bridge. They reached the border, where the land breaks and the fog begins. The Iron King was waiting. He wanted the one who fooled him.
General, let me end this. I started it with Silk. Let me finish it with Silk.
She was no longer Jin. She was May, the Weaver's daughter.
A girl? I was defeated by a girl who carries no steel?
The duel began. It was steel against silk, anger against calm. She moved like water flowing around a rock. She used his own momentum to throw him off balance. The flowing cloud was a dance he could not follow. Anger makes a man blind, and a clouded mind on a narrow bridge leads only to the abyss. In that heartbeat, May saw nothing but a soul in need of saving. The ribbon of peace held firm.
Hold on! Don't let go!
A silence deeper than the canyon fell over the two armies. He had lived by the weight of iron, but he was held by the grace of silk.
It can't be. I have lost to a power I never knew existed.
There would be no battle today. Peace was woven into the bridge.
Go home, May. Your family is waiting for their hero.
The journey back felt shorter. The air smelled of spring and freedom. It was no longer just a ribbon. It was a story of courage. The Valley of Flowers had missed its weaver. Master Han had counted every petal that fell since the day she left. The heart always knows when a loved one is near.
Father! I'm home!
My brave, brave girl.
You did it! I protected what I love, Father. With silk, not steel.
That night, the house was filled with the sound of laughter, not drums. The news of the Silk Warrior reached the king's ears. A royal decree had arrived, and the village held its breath. Master Han knew the law. To borrow a soldier's name was a path with no return. Fear for his daughter outweighed his pride.
Please, Excellency. It was my fault. I forced her to go. Take me instead.
She is just a child who loved her old father too much. Spare her. Take me instead.
No, Father. I made my own choice. I will face the king's law.
By the king's command, we honor the one who protected the many, keeping every soul untouched.
The wisdom of May has proven that a silk ribbon is more enduring than 1,000 walls of steel.
The king didn't bring a cold judgment. He brought a kingdom's gratitude.
The king grants May the title, the Weaver of Peace of our realm.
The burden of love is a truth beyond all judgment.
May, His Majesty invites you to the royal palace to serve as his advisor on peace.
My place is here, taking care of my father.
Go, my daughter. The whole country needs your silk heart now, not just me.
The girl who saved her father had now become the savior of a nation